How hard was it for you to go through the process of getting elected
Yeah, they say
first
in
time around?
Britain that the average length of time between forming a sincere ambition to be a member of parliament and getting there is 13 years. And that was probably about right in my case, too. It depends, the pathway is slightly different depending which party you're in. In the Liberal Democrats, I would say historically it's been relatively easy to be chosen as a candidate. The much more difficult challenge is turning that candidature into something that can potentially win. The
Mhm.
work comes after you've been selected as the candidate, trying to turn the community that you're trying to represent round to your point of view. If you're in the Labour or Conservative parties in the UK, typically there are huge swathes of seats that will almost always go one way or the other. And so the scrabble is to be one of the candidates for your party in one of those safe-ish seats, thanks to our very undemocratic voting system. In the 650 seats in Parliament, about 500 of them never change hands. So if you can get yourself selected in one of those 500 for one of the old parties, you're going to be there for a very long time. So it's ultra competitive to get
Mhm.
the selection as the candidate. So a young person with an ambition in the Liberal Democrats can become the candidate relatively easy and then has to spend long years pounding the doorstep. In the Conservative or Labour parties, it's much more difficult to get chosen as the candidate, but once you are, you've got a much better prospect of being elected as an MP. So the work tends to have to go on within your party, grubbing around and getting noticed and getting sort of people to be your sponsors and patrons and back you and support you in order to get picked as a candidate. But whichever of those two routes you take, it seems to work out around about 13 years between harbouring the ambition and fulfilling it by getting yourself elected to parliament.